right, everyone, we're going to get started here. So just a heads up, I'm going to record these from now on and email them out. So if you're going to miss or be gone, I can send you the link if you want to join when it's mine. Or if you want to just watch the recording if you can't attend the meeting. And so I wanted to start off by kind of backtracking and kind of explaining what a stock is and why a company has a stock. And so there's this concept in business called an IPO. An IPO stands for initial public offerings. And so this is basically what a company does to get on the New York Stock Exchange. And so that just basically means the starting price that they're going to enter the market at. And some of the reasons that a company would choose to go onto the stock market is to get more funding for their company. So if they have to pay off debts or if they just need more income coming into the company, they can issue an IPO and then enter the New York stock market. So actually, for example, Walmart, which was founded by Sam Walton, he actually, when he entered Walmart into the New York Stock Exchange, he did it to pay off all of his debts. So to found Walmart, he went to every single bank in Arkansas within a 100-mile radius and took out loans. And so by the time Walmart had hundreds of stores, they actually were massively into debt because of it. And so when he made the IPO, he was actually able to, oh, the door's open. Hi. Hello, you're good. Hi, hello. So I was just talking about what a stock was. I kind of backtracked from the last meeting a little bit. And so we were talking about IPOs, which is an initial public offering. And so that's what a company has to do to end up on the New York Stock Exchange. And so I was talking about some of the reasons a company would issue stocks to get more funding, to pay off debts. And so I was using the example of Walmart. Sam Walton was massively in debt when Walmart got onto the stock exchange. So he actually used the additional income to pay off all of his debts. So then he could be debt free and the Walton family could be debt free. And so that's some of the reasons why companies would want to be on the stock exchange. And it also just helps with additional income and public image and staying with the news. And so it's a really good thing for companies to be on the stock exchange, but it's not absolutely necessary either. So another popular company that does really well without selling stocks is Ikea. So it's all owned by the original family that founded the company. And so it really just kind of depends what route the company wants to go. Do you guys have any questions about that? No? Okay. Yeah.
So the New York Stock Exchange, is that only the companies for US companies?
Yeah, so there are other stock exchanges. So here I can show you guys. Exchanges. So in the US, there's other ones other than the New York Stock Exchange. So the famous one of seeing people on the floor yelling and throwing papers, that's typically the New York Stock Exchange. Which when it went digital, it's a little less like you see on Wolf of Wall Street, if you guys have seen that movie. Then there is the Chicago board, there's the Philadelphia Stock Exchange, there's the NASDAQ, there's an American Stock Exchange, there's one in Boston. But the main one we're focusing on is the New York Stock Exchange, but they're all very similar until you get kind of to the international market, and that's where it kind of enters the gray area. Any other questions? Okay. So, yeah,
I have a question that's related to that.
yeah,
My balance is now like $28 above.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah, okay, so I'll show you guys here.
so I didn't.
Yeah.
So,
So you guys start out with the 50,000, but you earn interest on it. And so any amount like you're getting above the 50,000, that's just the interest you're earning off of the money. So like this account, we've had a little bit longer than your guys' account, so that's why it's at $50,045. Which while you're trading, any of the amount you don't trade, you'll still get interest, but it'll just get smaller and smaller as you use the money. Any other questions? Okay. I wanted to talk about industries with you guys. So with stock trading, there is sectors or like industries. You can basically call it either of those. And this is what each stock is classified as. And so there is 11 different areas that each stock can go into. So there's energy, materials, industrials, utilities, healthcare, financials, consumer, that word, it's been a long day. Thank you, Dharma. Consumer staples, information technology, communication services, and real estate. And so these are some of the market sectors. And so like energy would include like oil and gas. And so that's kind of how it's divided into. There's also a concept called like a diverse portfolio. And that just means kind of balancing things out. Yeah. Interesting. Did you get an email?
I got a text from the people on my suite asking where I was because they're making everybody do this. Is it real or is it like?
Yeah, that's real. It's going around all around the world. Like people just stocking up on the water and they school and closing down. So,
Like the tornado one?
no, especially.
I can call security real quick and ask.
I just
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's technically in the basement, so we should be fine, but I'll double check with security. Let's see. Well, that's fun. So there's a concept called the diverse portfolio, and this basically just means spreading out your investments throughout the different sectors. And so, for example, if the oil and gas industry absolutely like hits the crap bucket, then you won't lose all of your money if you have it more spread out, is the theory. So what generally happens is one of these industries will like not do well throughout the year. And so if you have your money more spread out, you'll take less of a hit is what happens. And so we'll be working on that after we kind of do like an initial investment, get you guys like used to like reading the company news and like looking at the simulation. So if you guys want to get logged in to the Stock Trak, if you aren't already logged in, is everyone logged in? Yeah, okay. And Dharma, if you want to pull up your Cottey email and then let me know when it's pulled up. So last time I asked like for you guys to like look at a company you maybe wanted to invest in. Did anybody have time to do that? Yeah.
I want to invest in Tesla.
In Tesla? Okay. All right.
And it's not because Tesla is just doing well. It's just because of the electronic vehicle market.
Yeah.
Or electric vehicle
market. Okay. Let's pull up Tesla here. There we go. Think, yeah. You show me. Okay. I'm trying to find the right section. They redid the software since the last time I used it. Let's see. Maybe it's under here. Yes, this is the screen I wanted.
Which you click.
Yeah, I can show you guys without me hitting random buttons. So on Stock Trak, there's should be an investing research little tab. Is that pulling up on your guys? Yeah. So the down arrow, if you guys go to stock/fund quotes, it'll pull up the screen you guys see up here. And so then we'll enter Tesla into the little bar. Oh, it got mad I didn't enter it as Tesla. Okay. So if you guys want to enter TSLA into the search bar, it'll pull it up better than if you just type Tesla in there. And give you guys a second. So what's your username? Oh, what's your name? It's your first name and a period and your last name is your username. Yeah. Okay. You good then? Okay. If you guys want to look at the company news Tesla real quick. Yeah, no, better be safe than sorry. should look for one thing else. Okay, and then these have software. So we'll use this link. Okay. Let me see if I can see your password. I don't think I can. Yeah, I cannot. Okay. All right. So we're gonna look at Tesla. So currently Tesla is trading at $276.01 per share. And then we talked about last time, that means how much it costs for one share of Tesla currently. And then we also talked about the ticker symbol for the companies. And so for Tesla, it's the TSLA. And so all companies have a ticker symbol, and that just, it's kind of like a nickname for the company. It's what they identify as on the market. So if a company has like the same initials, the same abbreviations, it just kind of eliminates some of the confusion there. So we can see that in the past month, it's kind of gone up and down. Some of the news and media, we can see a lot of people are recommending that you should buy it. And then we also talked about the analyst ratings. And so these were kind of the cheat sheet I used when I started, which they aren't always right, but kind of the stock market's just an educated guess game. So right now, 12 people are recommending that it's a strong buy. And a few are saying it's moderate buy, and 8 are saying hold, and then 3 are saying strong sells. And so you can kind of look at the recommendation history and how it's gone up gradually over the past few months. We can also see where they rate against other companies that are like the same as them, so in the same industry, and they rate 11th in the automobile industry. So from here, so the market is closed right now, but for when you guys are in normal trading hours, which I can pull up for you guys, trading hours for New York. It helps if I spell New York right. There we go. It is 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And so if you guys have like a spare like 10 minutes, just play around with it, invest a little bit in whatever company you're interested in. Yeah.
How do you say I want to put this much money in?
Yes. Yep. I'm going to get there.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good. So do you guys have a portfolio simulation tab? So on that tab in the down arrow, you're going to go to open positions. And this will show whenever you like purchase a stock where it's going to show up. And it'll show you if it's going up, down, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, you got a question. So you don't have to do the secondary research. That you can just put like 0 and not in trend market. Yeah, but it just, it asks that to try to make. You should be good. You have to just make password. Okay. Dharma, are you good? Okay. All right. So when you guys are actually ready to make a trade, here's where you're gonna go. So under the portfolio simulation tab, you'll go to the make a trade and you'll hit the stock/EFT/cryptos. and it'll pull up this fancy little thing for you. Then you're gonna type the company or the symbol, so we'll enter Tesla. And you can actually, with like this software, you can make pre-orders. And so it will actually purchase the number of stocks that you would want the next time the market opens. So, for example, you can type like 20 and it'll tell you how much it will cost at the bottom. So you don't have to do the math for it. Which you guys don't have to invest in Tesla unless you want to. This is just like an example one. But the reason for the like colleges portfolio, like this like sample one, is for us to just kind of play with it. So would you guys want to like put down a trade and see how it does for next week? Is that something you guys would be interested in? Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
What if you pre-order stock and then when the market opens, we change its price?
Yeah, so it would adjust it and take it from your money that you have in the simulation. And so, for example, like if it went way above the money that you had in the account, it would just lower the number of shares you were purchasing. And so you wouldn't be able to like go into debt by purchasing too many stocks. You would have to stay within your like budget that you have. So how many shares would you guys like to try for Tesla? Just a number for shares or a dollar amount? What sounds good? $1. $1,000. Okay, $1,000. So that would be 5. I don't think I did that math right. 5 shares. Can you buy 5 shares? How do you what? Thank you. Why isn't it? Okay. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. 10. So 10 shares would be $2,764. Do we want to do more? Do we want to do less? Less? 5,000? So that'd be 20 shares, a little over. Yeah.
You see? Yeah, I see too.
Okay. Do we want to stick with the 20 shares?
I haven't played with their
You can go, okay. So if you go to, so if you're on it, the market's trading, and then there's some options. I just said
Tesla's closed.
Yeah, so the market's closed right now. So the market is open from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., but you can make pre-orders. So you can say the amount you want. So the market, when it opens, it will take the money and it will purchase the stocks. Give me 1 second. That's the name you have down on the thing. Tiana.
Yeah, but like I put that in, but it's not even showing like my
Okay.
password.
Yeah. I can contact the company in the morning and try to see if they can send me your password.
Okay, thank you
Okay,
so
yeah.
much.
Okay, so for Tesla here, I think we decided we're gonna go with 20 shares. So to get to this screen again, as a reminder, you'll go under portfolio simulation and then the make a trade tab. And then you'll hit stocks/EFTs/cryptos. And then it will take you to this screen. On the app, I don't really know how to do it yet, but I can play around with it this week for next time. And we can do a brief little overview of it. So once you have the amount you want to get of the stock, you're going to hit review order. And then I'll tell you the stock's day change, how many you're buying, what market it is, the symbol, and the price. Then I'll tell you the cost, and then they're going to charge you commission. So this would be like if you were going through like a brokerage firm, you were having a financial advisor. So it's going to charge you like you were actually doing it in real life. So we're going to place our order. Oh, okay. So it requires that you put a little note telling about the trade. So I'm just going to put first trial purchase decided as a group. And then you can place your order. So when the market opens, it's going to buy 20 shares of Tesla. And then next time we can see how it goes. If it's gone up, it's gone up, down. And so throughout the semester, we can keep track of it. 55 shares. We'll start out with this and see how it goes. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah. It's not letting you? Okay, let's look at it. Okay, are you in the clothing company or the? Yeah, so I don't know if I almost traded. They just, so the founder of the company just donated it to climate change organization. So I don't know if it's okay. That's what, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Any other questions? No? Do you guys want to look at any other companies real quick? Chase, okay. So we'll go here. I'm gonna look up their ticker symbol real quick. Okay. Are you talking about JP Morgan and Chase or Chase the credit card company? Okay. Oh, okay. That's a part of JP Morgan and Chase. That's what I wasn't sure about. So their symbol is JPM. So if you go to the investing research, the stock/fund in quotes, you can enter JPM. That is not the right JPM. Oh, I flipped it. JP. There we go. That's the right one. Thank you. Yeah. So yes, I did not flip that again. Yeah. So that's actually not too bad of a day change. Sometimes it just goes down depending on the company news. Sometimes the market just goes down. But it's currently at $106.79 per share. And so you can kind of see as the months gone on, they've done a bit of a nosedive. Oh wait, no, I'm reading that backwards. They've gone up since being a little bit down, but you can also hit it to where it shows like a year. So it shows from July to October. So in the news and media, here, let's pull this up. They have had a lot of financial data released, but not a whole lot that they've reported on. We can look at the analyst ratings, and they currently say it's a strong buy. 9 analysts say this, while 1 says it's a moderate buy and 5 say hold. Which you don't have to necessarily follow the analysts. It's basically just kind of educated guessing. I just use it as a guideline, especially like when I first started learning it. And sometimes the company news, like on this software, like doesn't pull up everything. So if you guys ever just want to Google the company and put like news, or not new, I forgot an S there. You can kind of see some of this stuff. So they say it's a strong buy. It talks about inflation, which has hurt the financial industry quite a bit. Having issues with the CEO and fossil fuels. So definitely, like, if it's political, the software doesn't really show the company news very often. So I recommend Googling too, can also help a fair amount. Do you guys want to try to invest in JP Morgan, or do we want to just like wait and watch it? What do you guys think? Yeah.
So right now, you invest as a team, not individuals.
So what I figured I would do was just kind of show you guys samples of how to do it on the school account, but you guys can start investing on your own if you would like. Yeah.
Also, this is live, right? You're just using fake money, but this is how
Yes.
it's really-
Yes, this is how it's really, yeah, this is how it's done. It's not like exactly like the simulation, but you could like go through like a financial firm, or you could do it on your own through like Robinhood or like another like app or something along those
but
things.
it's very similar.
It's very similar, yeah. Yeah, all the like financial data you see, like this, it will be like very, very similar. When you are trading, you won't have necessarily like the financial statements that you have as part of the software, but you could find it with Google and stuff. It just wouldn't be all in one place.
So what are we looking for to know if it's something we want to invest in?
Yeah. So really there's not like one right answer to that question, which really is what kind of sucks. What I look for is just positive like company news. I kind of see what I think they're gonna do in the future. So like Professor Helminska, she says like business people do 2 things. They like talk a lot and they predict the future. And you pretty much just try to predict the future with the stock market. I talked about last time how like when it's the news is already in the media, the stock market has already reflected that change. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. They'll be like, oh, I heard excellent things about Walmart. I'm going to go buy 200 shares. But they don't realize the stock market price has already adjusted for that. So you can kind of get a general guide of where the company's going from the company news, but you really kind of have to like guess how they're going to do in the future. So like reading the news every day helps, like seeing what's going on with like policies can help with like the government. And so it really is just kind of guessing a fair amount. So sorry, there's not a solid.
Like the goal of stocks would be to like buy low and sell high. Yeah.
So that depends. So if you're wanting to make like a quick profit, that's definitely your goal. But a lot of people will like invest as in like retirements. We'll talk about later on like the portfolio groups you can invest in and like the different like the S&P 500 where it's like a group of stocks. And so we'll talk about that next time. So it really just depends what your goal is. If your goal is long term, your strategy is going to be different than somebody that is wanting to make money really quick. So it really just kind of depends what your goal is. Any other questions? No? Okay. So for next time, if you want to try to like make your first trade this week, just some general tips from like last time is like, don't be afraid to spend the money. That was kind of like my first mistake. If I invested like $200 and that was like a drop in the bucket compared to the 50,000. So like, even if it's like 5,000, 10,000, don't be afraid to do it. Just even if it's just a company that you've heard good things about, or it's your dad's company, or just really you can pick any company you want as long as it's publicly traded, and just kind of do your research, play around with it. And for next time, if you guys want to come, we can talk about and see if anybody's invested in anything. We can look how Tesla's done and go from there. Any other questions? All right. I'm gonna email out a Zoom recording from the meetings from now on. So if you guys like get sick, you're not able to attend, anything along those lines, you can watch the recording at a later date, or I can email the Zoom out when I send a reminder about the meetings.